Alright, what's going on, everyone? Welcome to episode 21 of MLB Baseball Recaps. I think that's what episode we're on. I woke up really late today, so there's not going to be any highlights in this video just because I want to try to get this one up as fast as possible, so I'm sorry about that. But I will go through all the games, don't worry. First game, we had the White Sox beating the Detroit Tigers 7-1. They jumped out to an early lead off of homers from Anderson and Jimenez in the first inning, and they kind of just coasted on that to the win. Luis Robert with a crucial clutch double in the fifth, and then their bullpen shut it down after that. So the White Sox improved to 10-9. The Diamondbacks win a slugfest over the Rockies, 13-7. They used a monstrous 8 runs, seventh inning. Starling Marte homered. David Peralta had a 3-run double. Eduardo Escobar had an RBI single. Ryan McMahon made a crucial error. Nick Ahmed had an RBI double, and Cole Calhoun got an infield single. So 8 runs of that inning is what they used to propel themselves to a 13-7 win. They really only needed that inning. They didn't need to score in any other inning. The A's stopped their 2-game skid as they beat the Angels 8-4. Matt Olson homered in the first inning. Stephen Piscotty added to that lead in the fourth, and it was a lead that they would eventually hold on for the win. Nice stuff there from the A's. Not really much else to say there. They're 13-6. They're looking like one of the best teams in baseball. Speaking of one of the best teams in baseball, my Cubs win again. They win 7-2 over the Cleveland Indians. Anthony Rizzo homered in the third inning. Jason Hayward had a sac fly. Then David Bodie had a double in the fifth inning, and they jumped out to an early 4-0 lead, and they coasted on that for a win. Kyle Hendricks continues his dominance, pitching 6 innings, only giving up 1 run. I think he should be winning the Cy Young, but that's just me. Cubs, great win there. The Marlins win a game with a ton of runs. They beat the Blue Jays 14-11. Here's an interesting stat for you. The Blue Jays had 41 total bases compared to Miami's 17, and yet the Marlins still won. This game was just insane from the start. In the third inning, Miami was already up 8-0 off of a Francisco Cervelli 3 RBI double, a Jesus Aguilar single, Brian Anderson homer. The Blue Jays posed a bit of a rally. In the fifth, it was then 11-4. In the seventh, they started chipping away. Travis Shaw, Danny Jansen, and Vlad Guerrero Jr. all went deep, so it's 11-9 at this point. In the eighth, Bo Bichette homers. In the eighth, Travis Shaw homers to make it 11-11. We go into extra innings, but in the top of the 10th, Mangrenius Sierra with an RBI single, and then Jesus Aguilar with an RBI single ended up giving the Marlins a 14-11 win. That's the game of the year so far, honestly. So many, just back and forth the entire game. That's absolutely insane. Marlins get the win in Buffalo. The Royals take down the Reds in a 5-4 win. Brad Keller pitched 6 innings, didn't give up a run, and the Royals were up 5-0 in the sixth. Salvador Perez had a homer, an RBI single, and an RBI double. They tried to blow the game. Jesse Winker, Freddie Galvis, and Keith Van Meter all went deep, but it was not enough. Royals hold on barely for the win, 5-4. The Yankees defeat the Braves 6-3. The Braves got out to an early 2-0 lead off of a Johan Camargo home run, but it was all Yankees after that. Gary Sanchez and Adam Frazier not Adam Frazier. What's his name? I don't know. Frazier went deep. Gleyber Torres had an RBI single. DJ LeMahieu had an RBI single. Luke Voigt had an RBI single. They just singled the Braves to death, and they win that one 6-3. The Orioles take down the Phillies 5-4. They used this game was a back and forth game, but it all came ahead in this. It was 3-3 in the fourth. In the fifth, Rio Ruiz hit a home run to make it 4-3, and then Chance Cisco homered to make it 5-3, and they would hold on 5-4 for the win. The Orioles are 9-7. They're playing well right now. So nice stuff there. The Astros get back on the right track as they defeat the Giants 5-1. They used Zach Greinke pitched 6 1/3, only gave up 1 run. It was an Alex Dickerson home run in the first inning. But Alex Bregman singled to tie it in the 5th, and then Correa scored on a wild pitch in the 6th, and then Martin Maldonado added a 3-run home run after that, and that's what they needed to finally break the game open. Astros trying to get on the right track. They are 8-10. We'll see if they can pull things together and make a playoff spot. I bet you they eventually will. The Twins and the Bomba squad completely railed the Brewers. They win 12-2. Miguel Sano went deep. Byron Buxton went deep twice. And he's like the last guy you would ever expect to. Let's see. Nelson Cruz and Eddie Rosario both walked with the bases loaded. Jake Cave had an RBI double. Luis Arraez, just everyone hit. 26 total bases. I think that's what you could expect in a win. The Mets defeat the Nationals 11-6. Both of these teams are kind of disappointing. Nats are 6-8. Mets are 8-11. So the Mets had a monstrous 4-run first inning. Brandon Nimmo homered. Pete Alonso with an RBI double. Dominic Smith with an RBI double, and I think that's Andres Jimenez with a single. They also broke it open in the 6th with a Pete Alonso 2-run homer and then a Dominic Smith solo shot. So they win that one. Dominic Smith actually ends the game with 3 RBIs. So good stuff there for the Mets. They win that one. The Rays are definitely getting back on the right track. They lost like 6 in a row at one point, but they win 9-5 against the Red Sox. They're now 11-8. They completely jumped out to the early lead. Joey Wendell had an RBI ground out. Willie Adames and Brandon Lau homered. Yoshi Tetsugo homered. Yandy Diaz had an RBI single. G-Man Choi grounded into a double play but scored a run. So they were up 8-0 going into the 8th inning, but the Red Sox rallied back just to make the score look a little bit prettier. But it was all Rays in that one. 9-5, they get the win. The Rangers defeat the Mariners 7-4. I was expecting a little bit more from the Mariners because I thought they were better on paper than a lot of people thought. And this game is one that hurts. They jumped out to an early 4-0 lead off of homers from Austin Nola and Danny Vogelback. And Kyle Lewis had a sac fly. But in the 6th, Derek Dietrich scored. I thought Dietrich was supposed to be on the Cubs, but the Cubs got rid of him or something, and now he's on the Rangers. He scores on an air. Cole Calhoun singles. So all right, it's 4-2. The Mariners still have a 89% win probability. Jeff Mathis singles to make it 4-3. In the 8th, Shin-Soo Choo gets a sac fly to tie it. Ty Frazier scores on a wild pitch to make it 4-5. And then Cole Calhoun with a 2 RBI single. So just collapsing with 5 runs in the 8th. That's a game you don't like to lose. Those ones sting. Mariners collapse and they lose that one. And lastly, the Dodgers shut out the Pirates. I'm not the Pirates, the Padres. 6-0. Let's see. They went for a bullpen approach. Tony Gonsolin, 4 2/3 innings. Blake Trinan, 1 1/3. Pedro Baez went 1. Brusdar Graterol went 1. Scott Alexander did not record an out. He gave up 2 hits, but Kenley Jansen saves him. And they used a 2-run 5th inning and a 4-run 8th inning. Edwin Rios with an RBI single. Austin Barnes with a sac bunt. Bellinger with an RBI ground rule double. And a Justin Turner homer were all that they needed for a 6-0 win. So, hope you guys enjoyed this episode. Sorry there were no highlights. There will be highlights in tomorrow's episode, and I'll see you next time. Peace out.